The inspiring journey of Goldman Sachs. Goldman Sachs, one of the most influential investment banks in the world, has a legacy spanning over 150 years. From a small financial firm in New York to a global powerhouse shaping economies and financial markets, its journey is marked by innovation, resilience, and ambition. This is the story of Goldman Sachs, how it became a symbol of Wall Street's power and what makes it one of the most respected yet controversial financial institutions in history. The story of Goldman Sachs begins in 1869, when a German immigrant, Marcus Goldman, founded a small financial business in New York City. At the time, the U.S. economy was expanding rapidly, and businesses needed quick access to cash. Goldman saw an opportunity and started providing commercial paper services, offering short-term loans to small businesses. This innovative approach helped merchants manage their cash flow efficiently. In 1882, Goldman's son-in-law, Samuel Sachs, joined the firm, leading to its renaming as Goldman Sachs & Company. Over the next few decades, the firm expanded and became a trusted name in the banking sector, helping businesses raise capital. By the early 1900s, Goldman Sachs took a major step by entering the stock market, facilitating initial public offerings, IPOs, for businesses, a move that would define its future success. Goldman Sachs played a critical role in the financial industry during the early 20th century. Checkmark 1906 Goldman Sachs managed its first major IPO for Sears, Roebuck & Company, marking its entry into large-scale investment banking. Checkmark 1920s, the firm expanded into securities trading and financial consulting. Checkmark 1929 stock market crash. The Great Depression severely impacted Goldman Sachs, but the firm adapted and rebuilt. In the 1930s and 40s, regulations changed the banking landscape, forcing Goldman Sachs to reinvent itself. By the 1950s, under the leadership of Sidney Weinberg, the firm emerged as a leader in corporate finance, mergers, and acquisitions. The post-World War II economic boom opened new opportunities for Goldman Sachs. Pushpin 1956 Goldman advised Ford Motor Company on its IPO, a major milestone in the firm's history. Pushpin 1960s to 70s, the firm expanded internationally, setting up offices in London and Tokyo. Pushpin 1980s, under Gus Levy's leadership, Goldman Sachs pioneered the trading first strategy, making it a dominant force in global securities markets. During this period, Goldman Sachs also introduced new financial models and risk management techniques, setting the stage for its future dominance. The late 20th century saw Goldman Sachs transform into a global financial giant, thanks to its strategic innovations. Checkmark mergers and acquisitions, M&A. The firm became a leader in corporate takeovers. Checkmark risk management and derivatives, introduced advanced financial instruments. Checkmark technology and venture capital, invested in future giants like Facebook, Uber, and Alibaba. For decades, Goldman Sachs remained a private partnership, maintaining control over its operations. However, in 1999, the firm made a historic move by going public, listing its shares on the New York Stock Exchange, NYSE. This shift brought immense financial power but also increased scrutiny from regulators and the public. Despite its success, Goldman Sachs has faced significant challenges over the years. Warning 2008 financial crisis. The firm was heavily involved in mortgage-backed securities, which contributed to the economic collapse. It later had to accept a $10 billion government bailout but repaid it quickly. Warning regulatory scrutiny. Goldman has been fined billions for market manipulation and unethical trading practices. Warning public perception. Many see Goldman Sachs as a symbol of Wall Street greed, with critics accusing it of profiting at the expense of ordinary investors. However, Goldman Sachs has always adapted, shifting focus towards sustainability, fintech, and ethical investing in recent years. From a small financial firm in 1869 to a global financial powerhouse, Goldman Sachs' journey is one of ambition, resilience, and continuous evolution. It has survived economic crises, market crashes, and regulatory challenges, yet it remains a leader in the world of finance. Today, Goldman Sachs continues to shape global economies, influencing everything from corporate finance to technology investments.